Hi guys, this is Aykut Bozkurt. Today I want to show you a project which can remove the backgrounds of the objects and the subjects. These are the examples from the repo. It can remove the background, as you can see. This project is based on Daniel's work, Daniel Gates, and I have also used another repo which is a fork of that repository. And this one has a GUI. So I have combined both projects into a single one. Also, I have made my setup and some other edits that are necessary. So you need, first of all, you need Git and Python. And in Python 3.11, you may have some trouble. So I highly recommend you to use Python 3.10.7 or 6. And when you're installing Python, make sure you add it to your path. And some people had some trouble with these kind of installations, and they didn't pay attention when I said about add Python to path, which is this. If you want to add Python to your path, when your installation pops up, there is a checkbox in here. It says add Python to path, and this Python version may change, but this option will be in here. So make sure to check it. This provides your Python projects to have access to Python system-wide. So they will know where the Python is. That's why it's very important, okay? So that was it. And when you're installing Git, you just press next, 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 and you will be fine. Let's jump into the installation process. And I have prepared some folder structure like this. So when you download the project, you will have something like this. I have separated the installation files and the options in 3 categories here. The installation files are here. So you need to copy these 3 files to the base folder. Okay, after that you press the install.bat file. This will create a virtual environment, and I have made a folder like this, remove background backup, and this is a frozen state of this repo. So I have made some edits to the Python files, which makes it work properly with all the options in here. This gets copied and overwrites the official repo files. So you don't have to do anything with it and restore that file. You don't have to do anything with these 2 files. These are just supplementary files. Okay. Now it's installing the project. It will not take long. Now we can delete this install .bat file and this bat file and this one. So we have made our setup, and these three options, I will show them one by one. These are the bat files that I made. So this repo has 4 models for I had to pause the video, so there can be a small jump in here. I will continue from where I left. So this model, this project has 4 models. So I have named the bat files according to those models. So the second, third, fourth, and fifth options are related to those models. And as you can see, it has a cloth model as well. But this cloth model is broken. I mean, the results, the model can be intact, but the results that it's generating is not working properly. So I was a little bit hesitant about including this, but in the end we have that option. Maybe one day the project fixes the problem. Anyway, let's copy these files to the main folder, option 1, and I will show one of the bat files. This will look for an input folder which includes our images, and so it will output to a related output folder. So it will do its job. I have some test images just to show you. Let's copy some of them, or maybe let's copy all of them to input folder, and let's try the first bat file. By the way, this is the first time we are launching the program. That's why it might take some while. And if you don't have the model files, it will download the model files for you. And I already have the model files, that's why it will not download it. So it started to process the images. I will show the output images of this one. So these are the masked areas. It's not perfect by any means, but it can work. This is a great one. I mean, you're just clicking one button, and what do you expect? It cannot be perfect, but it's very usable. It has masked the subject and the gun also. So these are our images from the first bat file. We can try the second one. These bat files are exporting to different folders, different output folders. I made it that way because I don't want to export all the images to the same output folder, because it can overwrite the files with the same name, you know. That's why the output folders for each bat file is a different one. So they have the naming convention. So you can know which bat file produced or exported the files to which folder. These alpha matting bat files have some extra settings. I have used the default settings for these numbers in here. So each of the alpha matting bat files, this one, and this one, has the same settings. So if you want to change the alpha matting foreground threshold, you can change it to a different number, background threshold to another number, or alpha matting erode size to a different number in here. Anyway, let's create the masks, only masks. Let's check the results with the alpha matting. These produce slightly different results. So these are the masks also. And the other bat files I can try. I will not try all of them, otherwise the video will be a lot longer. I will just show some only some options with these bat files. You can play with these. You can try any bat file except the clothes. These don't work. And we have used human segmentation. As you can see, this included the arms in here, whereas if we look at the previous results from the other model, you can see a different story. Let's have a look at the results side by side. This included the body, but this only take the skin of the person into account. So you may need to switch models. So this has the inside of the orange, but this doesn't. These looks so similar. This has the clothes. This included more people, but this one focused on only one person. So the results change from model to model. And I will show you the last example with the clothes, which is not working properly. Still, I want to show it. This model's processing seems like a little bit slower than the other two. Anyway, as you can see, the results are, first of all, the aspect ratio of the images has been changed. This is not right. And the masking is totally wrong. There's something broken about this model or the code itself, so it's pretty useless. Anyway, there is also two bat files in here. This can delete the workspace, I mean the input and output folders, with one go, so you don't have to manually select them and delete them. But it also has a confirmation. Do you want to continue for the deleting? It's warning you, so it doesn't delete it immediately. And this one also. Let me show you the one that deletes only the output folders. Let's press enter. So the output folders are gone, but we still have the input folder. If you want to delete the input and output folders together, you can use the first one. When I press enter, it will delete the files on the input folder. But the input folder will still be in here because we will use it. Anyway, this is the first mode, first option, working with the bat files. I will delete this. You can have all of them in here, option 1, option 2 and option 3, but just for the sake of this video I will just use them separately, so you don't get confused which bat file that I have pressed. Anyway, let's press the GUI.bat file. So this will open a local web page which has two modes. The first one is working with the images from internet. So you put an image link, it works with that. Let's try some image from internet. So this is the link. I will press here and I will press try it out. I will paste the link to here, and after that I have a model selection like we have in the bat files, and I will use the first one. This is the alpha matting. You can use this interface just to have an idea how this platform works. This is not for having the final results. I mean, you can use it for observation. I will select this model. I can use the alpha matting, but I will skip these ones. I will press execute. So this is working for an image from the internet. I will just show you the difference when you use the post-process mask. We will set it to true. Just check the edges of the apples. I will press execute again. Now this is much sharper, but this can also produce some stepping on the edges. So this may look like it needs some anti-aliasing, but this gives much sharper edges. The bat files are using the post-process mask just to give you much sharper. It may not work for every image that you want to use. It may not give you the best results, and I will use the alpha matting option. I will set it to true. With the default options like in the bat files, and press execute. With the post-process mask, you can see a little bit different results. You can change these numbers to whatever. I mean, you need to test these values yourself. Maybe they can give you exactly what you are looking for, and you can also see the only mask. Anyway, this mode works for the images from internet. So if you want to work with local images, which is the second one, you press here and you press straight out, and you can press here to browse for a picture, but also you can drag and drop a picture. I have this one, or whatever. Let's use this one. And when you drag and drop it in here, it will see. Let's try the second model. We haven't tried this one yet. And I will press the post-process mask. I will check it. When you execute, you get a result like this one. And human segmentation. So you got the idea. You can use this one for the observation, and there is no easy way to save these images from this web UI. You can right click, you can press open in a new tab, and you can save the image from here, but this is not very productive way of working. Anyway, this is the second option. And I will close this one. I will delete this. Let's jump into the third option, which is the GUI that I have mentioned. This guy has made a GUI, but it was lacking some model selection. So I have made 4 different Python files for the model selection. Whichever you choose, it will use that model. The name of the models are written in here. So I will press the launch the GUI. This will ask for an image or a folder, and with the settings it will start processing immediately to a folder in here. Okay, so if I press the select folder and if I select the test images folder, because I have my images in here, you can select it from any folder, or you can select an individual image from here, or multiple images. I will use the folder mode. So this will start processing the images immediately into an output folder. This is more flexible against the bat files, because you know you have the options you can change from the UI in a way much more dynamically, I can say. So these are generating results. If you press the alphabetic, you can change the parameters in here. So these options will be taken into an account. You can select the post-process mask, and when you let's try the other bat file, human segmentation. This will launch the same UI but with a different model. That's the difference. When you use this one, this will use this model. When you use this one, and this will use this model, and so on. Let's select the test images folder, and it will output to this folder. These are the previous results from the different model. So these produce the same results with the bat files, and but you can change the options like in here, and then when you select this folder, those options will be taken into account, so these images will be different than before. It will be a slight difference, not a huge difference. So where can you use these? Maybe you can use them in Stable Diffusion, and you can put your objects, you can outpaint them, and you can use it in Photoshop, or maybe put some people into a magazine cover or whatever. With this is just some dirty masking, but it's pretty fast, you know. It's not that bad. I think it's pretty good. I mean, you can, of course, you can go to Photoshop and do the masking in there, but this is just one-click solution to that. And you can use this anywhere that you think it's usable. I will not go and try these outputted images in Stable Diffusion. I have done some experiments with them, and there are some really cool results. And you can use the masks while you're doing the image to image mode with the mask mode, and you can lower the strength of the denoising strength to have the option. You can use these images as masks as well when you select the do the inpainting on the reverse order, like do the inpainting on the areas that are not masked. That can give you some different results. I mean, I can show a lot of examples to you, but this will make the video a very long video, so I will not do it in here. This is the program. I think it's pretty cool. So feel free to use it with one-click installation. And of course, these will work for this one as well. You can use option 1, option 2, and option 3 all together. In the folder as well, if you want. But this will be a little bit confusing. That's why I have made them in a separate folder. Whichever you like it, you use it that way. My favorite is, yeah, I have made these bat files, but my favorite is the third option with the GUI, because you can select the input folder and you can change the options on the go. So that's why I like this GUI. This is my preference, but you can use whatever you like. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and make sure to sub to the channel if you want, and if you like the video, press the like button. So I see you next time.